Hey guys, it's Jayla and welcome back. I'm here today to do my update for my Pan and Every palette project. This project was originally created by Lady Pants a Lot over on Instagram, but I originally saw Paula at a Beauty Guru made me do this project on her channel, and she inspired me to do this project. So I'm loving it. I love it. It is so much fun to actually play with my palettes. And it has inspired me to incorporate my palettes into another project that I'm going to be starting very, very soon, which it's actually a challenge, but I'm incorporating palettes into it. Well, I think most people do. It's the 365 days of eyeshadows. So I actually need to go onto Jessica's channel and access the spreadsheet that she has for that. I think she has a spreadsheet for it, and sign up for the challenge. But I do want to do the 365 days of eyeshadows challenge, and I'm going to be incorporating some eyeshadows into that, or eyeshadow palettes into that, where I basically use an eyeshadow palette, like one eyeshadow palette a week, play around with it, do a couple of eye looks, because I'm really close to finishing my Pan That palette for this year, my Tiny Pans Pan That palette for this year. And even though I'm really loving this project, I really only focus on this one shadow in these palettes. I'm not playing around with the rest of the palette. So this is another way for me to play with the palettes that I have, because I have a lot of palettes. Anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about this project. So I have 5 palettes that I've been working on. So the ones I've been working on are the Marc Jacobs Provocateur palette, the MAC and Jasmine palette 9 pan palette, the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions palette, this one's been in here the longest, the Urban Decay Elements palette, and the most recent addition is the Natasha Denona Peak palette. And there's something on there. So I can roll one of these palettes out, and I did have an update for a project where before each video, I tell myself what I'm wearing, and as I was telling myself what I was wearing on my face, not what I'm wearing on my face, I looked down, because I wore the shade in this palette. I looked down and I didn't realize it when I had put my makeup on in the morning, but I realized that as I was telling myself what I was wearing on my face, that I had hit pan in this shadow. So I hit pan in Dreamweaver, as you can see. Super exciting. The reaction live was really funny. I got really excited because I've been working on the shadow, I think, since the beginning of the year. So I've been working on it for 6 months. I'm just so happy that I hit pan on it. It's a really beautiful shadow. I mean, it performs really well, surprisingly, because it's an older palette, but it performs really well, and I really loved using it. I may have used one other shadow in here, maybe one of the browns, but I honestly couldn't tell you. So anyway, this palette is rolling out. Super exciting. So we will pick another palette once I go through the rest of these, but let me share with you the other palettes I'm working on, and I think I'm showing you in the order that I pulled them in. So I have the MAC and Jasmine Aladdin palette, and this is what this one looks like. So I'm working on this shade down here, which is Rags to Riches. So I think I'm super close on this. I've been really using this a lot lately. As you can see, it's got a nice dip going in there. And there's this little bit that's got this little ridge. But I think I'm really close. This is probably going to be the next palette that I hit pan in. That's going to be my guess. So I'm close. It's a little bit crumbly. I'm not going to lie. It's a little bit crumbly. But, let me get it over, either a wet or tacky base, because it does better over a wet base. Or it performs better, I should say. So there we go. Yeah, it's so pretty. So that's Rags to Riches. And next up, I think I pulled in these two at the same time. So we have the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions palette, which is this one. And here is what the palette looks like. So I'm currently working on this shade, which is Fuchsia Shimmer. These aren't really like named, but she named the colors, like what the colors look like. So this one's Fuchsia Shimmer. This is a gorgeous color. I love this one. I've been using this with my purple looks, and I just did a get ready with me where I used this in that look, and it's so pretty. Gorgeous. But as you can see, I'm nowhere close. So I have a while to go in this one. Quite a ways to go. There's barely a dip. Barely. All right, the next one that I brought in was the Marc Jacobs Provocateur palette. And this is what this palette looks like. This palette is so hard to show, so I don't blind you, but that my camera actually shows you all the shades. So the shade that I am panning is Say It. It's this one here. This one here. And it's kind of like a light, lilac-y, super icy shadow. And I like to use this either in the inner corner, like inner corner highlight, or in the very inner part of my eye, like right here, to give it a pop. So either only in the inner corner or like just right in the inner part of my eyelid to give it a pop. So there we go. It's a nice shadow for that purpose. So I've got a little bit of a dip going there, but I've got a ways to go. I've got a ways to go on that. So this will be in here for a little while. The last shadow, or palette, I should say, is the Natasha Denona Peak palette. So this one again. And I chose Amhara, which is this shadow here. And oh my gosh, you guys, this is going to take me forever. I've been using this a ton. So as I was working on my Lorac Pro 3, I had, I think, 3 mattes left. And there's not very much left in that palette. So I was incorporating this shadow pretty much in every single look that I did. And I would also incorporate the Anastasia Beverly Hills Love Letter shadow into that look as well. And I mean, you can hardly tell that I've used it. And I have been using it a bunch. It's going to take forever. And I looked on the back of this and I was like, well, no wonder. These are giant shadows. Oh my God, there's so much product in here. I think these are what, like 2.5 grams, 0.08 ounces a piece. Like, I think when I compare that to the shadows in my Lorac Pro 3, those are each 0.02 ounces. So the Natasha Denona is like almost 3 times the amount of shadow as what's in one pan of the Lorac Pro 3. And it's not like super powdery like those are. Wait, no, that's not right. 4 times a shadow. It's gonna take forever. And my friend Valerie said she panned, I think, this shadow last year, this exact shadow. And she was like, you're gonna be panning that shadow for a year. And I was like, oh. So anyway, yeah, this is gonna be in here for a long time. Oopsie. Okay, so let's pick my next palette. All right, let me grab my iPad and we will pick Wheel of Names, or we will pull up Wheel of Names. Is it hot where you are? Oh my God, it is so hot here. It's like 100 degrees every day. And I mean, it's Texas. So yeah, it's always hot like in the summer. But I walk outside and I'm like, oh, it's like you wilt when you walk outside. So hot. Okay, let's pull up Wheel of Names. Let's see what we're going to get. Ooh, Colored Raine Queen of Hearts palette. Okay, let me go grab that. I'll be right back. Oh, shoot. I forgot about my light. This whole time my light has not even been here. Sorry. The light's been bad. I'm not refilming. Okay. Queen of Hearts palette. Okay, so here's what the palette looks like. Wait. Here's the palette. It's just a black, you know. So here's the inside. Okay. What shall I work on? So here's our color story. Well, no, here, let me take off. I didn't do Amhara. I forgot. Okay, Amhara. Okay, so there's Amhara. And honestly, it does not look this like, it looks orange in my viewfinder. It does not look that orange on the eye. But let me take off this Dreamweaver swatch since I don't have that in the project anymore. So that's our current color story. And let me decide what I'm going, because I make the decision about what color I pan for this project instead of choosing randomly. Let me just look at those swatches. All right, the shade that I'm going to go with is Royal Highness, which is this one right here. It looks like I have a teeny tiny like dent going in there. So I've used it before. But, you know, I just pulled in the Charlotte Tilbury Luxury Palette Pillow Talk into my Throwback 30. And I want to hit pan in some, like one of those shadows. And I think this complements that palette really, really well as well. In addition to, it doesn't really complement Amhara, but I think it complements that other shadow, that other palette really, really well. So that's what I'm going with. And that's the reason why I'm pulling it in. So let's see. Let's go ahead and swatch this. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, so pretty. And I don't have any other shadows quite like this in a project right now. So it's like the perfect taupey champagne. You know, it doesn't have any orange in it, which I love. You know, there's so many like gold, so like this kind of gold toned shadow. I don't do these types of shadows. I really don't. Like this is I don't think I can pull those off. But that one, it's stunning. So yes, we are going with Royal Highness. Oh, so exciting. So yes, I have the Colored Raine Queen of Hearts palette coming into this project. So that is my update for this month. Hopefully you guys are doing well, staying cool because it's hot. Hopefully we get some rain and it cools off a bit. It's probably just going to get humid and gross. And as soon as I walk out, I'm just going to start sweating. My makeup's just going to drip down my face. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Hi. Hey, baby. What you doing? Oh. Mm-hmm. Hey. Hey, cutie. What's up? Look at this. Sleepy kitty. I wish I could move to so you could see him, but he's like right in my right in my like centered part of the video. Of course, I have a cat hair on my lip, as usual. Oh, Ziggy, you jumped down. Ziggy, where you going? Zigster, hey, come here. Cats are obsessed with this new toy. You can't take it. Come on, Ziggy. Oh my gosh. Did you guys see that? He is so quick. You guys, look, it's Milo. Marley's always stealing it. Here, you can play with this. This is why it's good I have two of these. Here. Milo, you're so fluffy. I don't know if you guys can tell, but Mr. Milo is cross-eyed. He's got his eyes are crossed. It's so cute. Not all the time, but sometimes. I swear to God, he steals them all. He has to have them all. Obsessed. They are obsessed with that toy. It's hysterical. And here's what the inside. Here's what the inside looks like. Oh, I don't know what's talking to me. There's some weird. Is that my? Something's listening to me. I think that's my echo. Let's take out my teeth. No. The cats are like sitting there. Oh, yay, new palette. Ah, jazzy hands. Bye.